Welcome to Mildura, the heart of the Mallee, where country meets the city and creative types rally.
A regional city of the northwest, popular for citrus and grape. Come with us, fellow riders, let's plan our creative escape.
Along the Murray River, where bird and fish both play, we attend the Riders' Festival, a literary cliché.
My first festival experience, unsure of what to expect, meeting fellow writers, a fine way to connect. My creative style is uninspired, my approach to writing is logical, learning new techniques that can be pedagogical.
I expected to just sit there, paper and pen in hand, to write reports on the festival and things I couldn't understand. An excuse for another elective, not really looking to make friends, go to the lectures, write stuff down, just a means to an end. Instead, I felt connections with people I didn't know. Inspired to write my own stories, words and feelings would just flow.
During the first session, Writing Fiction with Marie Mankara and Louise Allen, the authors discussed a number of topics concerning women and women's rights. Such concerns included women not being able to follow their desires. Instead, they are locked into the family life, dealing with an internal power struggle, women's rage, dysfunction, cultural gaps and child abuse. The second session I attended, Writing About Writing with Sean Pryor and James Lay, the authors explored a spectrum of critical approaches, being able to share opinions on a multitude of platforms and the shrinkage of the newspaper, whilst addressing being objective, not reviewing work created by people they know. And finally, they discussed criticism and reviewing and how it plays into marketing. And finally, Writing Poetry and Fiction with Kate Kennedy and David Malouf. The two shared the importance of and the ability to pass on story, discussing how writing explored the human experience. David also discussed the difference between works that are proposed and those that come from within. At the conclusion of the first day of the Writers' Festival, I came away with a number of preconceived notions challenged and a head full of ideas.
The second day was an opportunity to get more personal with the writers as they discussed how their life experiences and personal emotions affect their writing. It was also a chance to hear firsthand why the authors chose to write their experience the way they did, whether it be poetry, fiction or memoir. James Lay and Kate Kennedy began the day by discussing how writing affects their life and the forces behind their inspirations. A memorable moment occurred when Kate described her ideal reader. "I'm thinking of them while I'm alone, in my room, writing, and it's the person who's alone in their room reading, with the same hope and compassion, and an invisible telepathic conversation that we're having that's saying, hold on, we're not alone. That person is my friend. They're my ideal reader." Les Murray and Jane Hirschfield spoke of their life of poetry and how their life experiences worked for them as an inspiration. The final session of the day had Louise Allen and Sean Pryor sharing their journey from writing about an experience to finding their own sense of closure. The Mildura Writers' Festival provided an opportunity for readers and writers alike to connect and discuss real and imaginative stories that can be used to create something informative and inspiring.
From this, as future educators, we have garnered a variety of techniques and approaches that we can implement in our classrooms to teach the writers of tomorrow.
To share with the next generation a passion for reading and writing, the Mildura Writers' Festival has reignited in ourselves.